New information: this severe considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been updated.
On Medicare, living with diabetes, progress is having your coffee like you like it, without an audience. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor can help lower your A1C over time. Covered by Medicare for more people managing diabetes with insulin. This is progress.
New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. A new considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been issued. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. New information, this severe considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been updated. New information, this tornado warning has been updated.
And I'm here, guys. Sorry, it took me a bit. We got quite a bit going on right now, and I just got back down. I'm A, had to grab my earbuds, and B, had to upgrade my water situation from last time. Anyways, So yeah, guys, welcome to the stream tonight. Well, this evening and later on tonight. We're gonna be kind of just watching all this. I heard there's a PDS warning, so I don't know. That's still showing observed. Did one this? Should be anybody. I just pulled up another stream in the background, kind of just have like background, but otherwise I turned that off. But what the? So we got quite a bit going on right now. Huge line of severe warnings. We can't obviously tell. Don't know what that is. So we've done some warning from that. What we got here? 70 mile an hour winds and large hail. Some of these severe storms are getting gnarly, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we're gonna have to kind of watch how all these storms develop throughout the night. I want to drop down to this radar because, as you can see, we have quite a bit of initiation. Gosh, a good while ago. When at this thing, I think might try to do something. We're just gonna have to see how this goes. What radar was I just using? KOX. So I want to go to dual panel view, velocity. Eventually I'm going to change my color tables. I tried to change them once. I need to change them again, but I'm using mass velocity streams, kind of just watch the other live stuff that he can have access to, like other chasers and whatnot. Me personally, I can't use that unless I get contact with some of these chasers, and two are not a big content creators, so yeah, feel is crashing out on my stream.
New information. This severe considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So give me a second. I'm gonna try to take a drop to the high res velocity. That gives a little bit better of a picture. But this helps a little bit, give a little bit better of a picture. This warning is probably gonna expire eventually. Let me switch back to that. I want to refresh this just to see if any warnings did come through initially, because sometimes I have issues with that. Just some not trying to show. So if you haven't noticed, this tornado warning is about 30 minutes old by now. Tornado warning, tornado watch. My apologies. Extending past Bowling Green, Louisville. Some of those cities. Sorry, I just had to take care of something real quickly. But yeah, also for this, I finally upgraded my water situation. Last time it was pretty bad. I've had to run like upstairs 8 times in a glass, but now this should be like, what, 2 liters of water? A liter of water? So I should be quite set for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I was not really expecting a 10 hash. And all the models were like, oh, I'm just gonna start producing cells now. And then of course, yeah, it's playing out kind of like what the models are showing out to be at the moment. So last time I checked and all, the big show is supposed to be when all this crosses into Indiana later this evening. At least that's what trends showed last time, though this stuff did kind of start a little bit earlier than forecasted. So that's something we're going to have to be watching to see how this continues to develop, because I think it's supposed to get a little bit more worse as it starts entering into Indiana. We will just have to see how all that plays out, though. I will have to... train of thought derailed. I'm sorry, I just looked over at chat and I just lost my thought. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I don't know what just happened there. My brain just kind of stopped functioning. We love my velocity color tables right now. See how it is. I mean, I'm not seeing much of any rotation in this storm at least. And I mean, this is the only tornado warning we got going on. We do have a new severe warning. Capable of 1-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds. Over Clay City, Noble, Sailor Springs. Only in those towns right there. Why is there another town? Why is there a Louisville, Illinois? What? I've never noticed that in my life.
A new considerable destructive
There
thunderstorm
it is.
warning has been issued.
There it is. It just came through my alerts. I saw this flash before. My alert never went off on Radar and Mega, which is interesting. Sometimes it doesn't do that either. But we're just gonna have to see how some of these cells fire up, because some of these cells could kind of get nasty pretty quick. Obviously, if you can't see, 1-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds. Some of these. I'm sorry, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Again, I guess that's gonna be the theme for tonight. Oh well, we'll make it work. Train derailed once again. That's only 2 times tonight. That's flippin' lovely. Yeah, we got quite a bit of severe warnings. The brighter yellow is just the tornado watch zone. So I know it kind of gets cluttered up a bit, but I have it thinned out so the severe warnings are a bit more noticeable. Now we got a new one with 1-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds possible. These storms are really starting to get gnarly, dude. Being dead serious about that right now. These things are getting gnarly. Getting very strong. Just want to take a look at these warnings right now. I believe the 2 most recent ones have tornado possible tags on them. I'm trying to remember which ones they were. Yeah, tornado possible on these, on both of the new ones that went out. So we're gonna have to watch those for a potential tornado warning to come up. We're gonna have to just see how these things continue to develop and see when they become tornadic, because on some of these it's going to be just a matter of when they do. Maybe they don't surprise us, but given how they're trying to develop, they probably will. Yeah, I won't be surprised if several go warned, honestly. Give me just a second, guys. I'm yapping on Discord. Of course, Walmart is just being weird as usual.
New information. This severe considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Alright, well, looks like all the tornado warnings have expired, but again, it's going to be a matter of time as to what goes tornado warn and what doesn't. Yeah, I might see something. Might see a hank right there.
A new considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, these supercells are getting gnarly quick. I didn't see the warning come up, but wow, dude, this thing's got a nasty core on it. It looks like it's trying to. Is that trying to bow out a little bit? Am I tripping? I might just be tripping, dude, but I mean, these cells are not in a bad environment. And if especially like with this situation, if the 3 capes like really good down here as well, these things can still go up pretty quick with the conditions we're given. Alright, see you around, mate.
Forbes called us best online for options trading.
With it being like with this setup being kind of like a cold core hybrid, or as Convective Chronicles calls it, a pseudo cold core setup. A lot of the low level stuff is really gonna play the biggest factor. It doesn't mean the mid and upper level stuff will play a factor, but like for this setup, because the mid levels are so cold, like last time I saw maybe negative 20C, which is flipping cold. And with the daylight heating we had today, all that energy would be way more efficient in getting up a bit more and causing things to go. So that's something we're gonna kind of have to monitor.
New information. This severe considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Alright, let me switch back to over here because this is gonna be unfocused a little bit, but again, anything can go. You're just gonna have to watch it. Anyways, we're probably gonna have to see what happens with this mess over here going towards Chicago. I wonder if we can get we might be able to see a kink in the line eventually, if one does form, and then that's where we might get a tornado warning as this thing starts going towards the Chicago area. Just something to keep an eye out for. Just watch for noticeable kinks in the line, which is going to be a little bit difficult too because it's coming right towards the radar, so it's going to get a little bit more sloppy, but we'll just have to monitor that a bit. And again, any of these supercells could go tornado 1 eventually. I want to see what initiation looks for the south, and that's why that could be much. Again, thank you guys for joining me tonight in this. I was planning to do a Twisted stream, but this came literally out of nowhere. And I'm like, well, crap, I guess that's not happening again. So, I wanted to do one, but of course, severe weather had to rear its ugly head right now. So instead, we're going to do this, and things are only expected to ramp up. I'm going to have to let my dogs out in about an hour or so. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Needed that water bad, bro. Let's just see what goes up next at this rate. We'll keep the dual panel view on for now. In case we do notice anything, I want to switch back to storm base. Looks like this is going to be best
New
view.
information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Wonder if any of these cells we're trying to get their act together. This probably still needs its time to develop. This might not need much more if it wants to do anything. Excuse me. Wow, Clay City is getting absolutely wrecked right now with this severe storm. Look at that core. Look at that hail core, dude. What's the correlation coefficient? Yep. Oh, it's not. Yeah, but wow. 60 dBz on that. That's almost 70 dBz on this. Wow, dude, that's got a gnarly core in it. Wow, that is definitely gonna be more than quarter size hail. I would think. That is a gnarly core, dude. Some of these storms are starting to get gnarly cores too on them. And my eye would start twitching, that would help. See how these goes. See how this keeps blowing. I think that's trying to blow out. I mean, that could be just radar screwing me over with that one too. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ah, gosh dang it, I'm struggling over here. You know what, I'm gonna pull up something else on my computer right now. Do I not? Do I not? Do I not my... Alright, I'm opening another... I have my laptop out right now just so I can see that. Dang. I'm just looking at my radar right now. I completely forgot about the winter storm / blizzard threat. Oh, shut up real quickly. I was watching this for a bit. Okay, that came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's got some good notation on it. But we got a new tornado warning coming into the town of Oakland right now. Let's come here. It's coming near Terre Haute, isn't it? So let's look at the tracks. Get out of here. That rotation is really getting strong, bro. I kind of just went away, but made a few. But this is the timing of all this stuff. I'm going to go very slowly. Well, at least go through some of these. Bush in about 6 minutes. Oakland in about 15. Redmond about 23. McCrowd, Melwood, Garland in about 28 minutes. Hume in about 30,
A
and
new radar indicated
Metcalf
tornado warning
about
has been
33
issued.
minutes. If anybody happens to be watching my stream, gosh dang, I keep doing that. If you for some reason are in this area, uh, do what you can to take shelter right now. This has a pretty impressive velocity on it, at least as of last scan. Excuse me. And I did track it, and I think population was just under 2,000. So, I mean, a little populated, but I don't know what's all throughout in here. So, like any, yeah, we'll see. Gosh dang, I should have cleaned this a little bit better. I didn't clean this as well as I could have, so it might be a little dust, but whatever. Okay. Whoa. Looks like we do have a tornado on the ground. Looking at this, we got a CC drop going on. Let me switch to highest velocity and that. Yeah, we got a tornado on the ground. So, if you're in the path of anywhere near Oakland as this thing comes through, do take precautions. This thing is at this rate radar confirmed on the ground. So what this is correlation coefficient, so we can see, kind of just get a better visual to see if this thing is on the ground or if hail, other stuff. But they're just showing that it's thrown, that there's debris being thrown right now. So this thing is on the ground as we speak. With this update, it's still
A new
tracing.
severe thunderstorm warning
Still
has been
tracking
issued.
very much with the couplet. This thing is this is definitely 20 on the ground. Wow, dude, that is possibly, that thing's gotta be pretty strong and not small either. Wow. Wonder if Tristan chat's seen the CC drop.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Yeah, this thing's definitely on the ground. That the first scan especially looked really impressive. Gosh, can't speak. Yeah, this thing's definitely on the ground. I'm going to be watching this for a little bit, but it's coming straight into the town of Oakland. This thing is 100% on the ground. Yep, I'm watching Twisted Chat as well. Many people are showing the same CC drop as well. This thing is 100% on the ground. That's what I thought when I saw that. I was like, wait a second. This thing, that looks like a disgusting CC drop for like 2 scans. Warning and then immediately on the ground. Wow, okay. This is like what, the third tornado of the day now already. We still got several hours of this to go. Maybe another 4 hours, I would say. Actually, there might have been more tornadoes, but I cannot confirm that. So, I don't know how many tornadoes have been on the ground or whatnot. So let me... Oh, hold up. I'm gonna change my tables a little bit here. What other storm could go up? Trying to see if there's something else that looks interesting before we take our focus back to the Oakland storm. Wow, this thing might try to do something soon. I don't know. We'll just have to see what gets bored next. Let me look and see if we got anything peculiar. Yeah, reflectivity is really showing that well. Rotation looks like it's a little bit more broader than it was before. It's definitely a lot more tight than it was. It was a little bit more tight earlier on, but this is a little bit more broader. This is broader now, but but at least given the correlation coefficient, this thing is pretty obviously on the ground, given that the correlation coefficients were consistently moving with where this hook is at. So Oakland right now is being impacted as we speak by what is most likely a tornado on the ground. I don't know why they have not updated that, given that there's almost a blatantly obvious CC drop with this. Should update that, honestly. Wow, that's got annoying cool. I wonder how that's possibly rain wrapped. Maybe, but yeah, there's a tornado on the ground. More than likely. Well, it almost seems like it is on the ground. But looking at let's look at reflectivity real quickly and look at what's associated with it. I mean, this thing could be getting wrapped up with hail as well, so we gotta kind of keep that in mind. Look, a little bit of beer showing, but I mean, this thing is most likely. Yup, it has gone to observed now. They did go ahead and made this a radar confirmed. So yeah, they did mark this as confirmed now. So National Weather Service showing this as a radar confirmed tornado. Again, the correlation coefficient is really giving a good idea that this is on the ground.
New information. This tornado warning has been updated.
There it is. It caught up finally. Yeah. This definitely, I think, is on the ground. Has been on the ground, and I think some hail might also be getting wrapped up into this possible rotation. So.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So let me see. Confirmed tornado is located. Radar confirmed tornado. I'm listening to Mass Velocity stream. A funnel cloud has been reported for this as well. So this thing actually is not on the ground, but it's about to drop, and this is More than likely, just rain and hail wrapping around the rotation of mesocyclone. But this thing could be on the ground any second now. Again, a spotter did confirm a funnel listening to max velocity streams just to have that better and quick response time updates. Makes it a little bit easier for me. So now this thing's kind of nearing Brockton, Hume, Metcalf, Newman. New severe warning. Trying to reach over. Okay, so this cell did go severe warning, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and decent hail. New severe warning just went out.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Just a second.
A new considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been issued.
I was listening to Mass Velocity soon. They're talking about this storm coming in, and as soon as I went to it, tornado warning has been issued. So this is starting to get near populated areas. Yeah, nice little kink in the line. Oh wow. Given this signature, this thing may not be on the ground. This thing is heading towards New Lenox.
A new radar indicated tornado warning has been issued.
We're gonna probably assume 50 miles an hour here. Seems about right. Cherry Hill. Cherry Hill is about 2 minutes. His time's pretty much. New Lenox about 4 minutes. Your time's pretty much up. Marlin about 7. I shouldn't probably have said that because my dog's name is that, but whatever, I don't care. Alpine about 11 minutes. Finley Park in about 15 minutes. This thing may actually be on the ground, just given this signature right here. I don't know for sure if this thing's on the ground or not yet. It's really close to the radar site, which is hindering this a little bit. Yep. Let me switch to high-res storm relative. Nice little kink right in here. Now I want to take a look back at this Tornado Warning storm. Looks a little bit more sloppy on the correlation coefficient right now. It's not looking as strong. Not sure if it's on the ground or not still. It may have lifted, might be trying to cycle, but... And to see, I want to come back here. Hey, no. Let me see. Join. I'm looking at the Twisted Chat stuff and active events. Someone's showing a CC drop on this, so this thing is more than likely on the ground. At least given by the debris ball, this thing is probably on the ground. If this is a debris ball, that's just a gnarly looking hook right now in this area. With this king tard. So yeah, that thing might be on the ground. I'm noticing this as well here. At least on the reflectivity. I don't know if we got another notch trying to happen in this line. Maybe not have something here. It's hard to tell because it's really close to the radars. And this is not helping. I know there's something up here and then down here too. So this is where they're looking. So someone did show in the Twisted Chat again. There was a slight CC drop for a bit. Yeah, I can't tell for sure, but I think there's a couple areas in here that's trying to kick up. Yeah, one right here, then the one also on the south side of New Lenox. That's what I thought, dude. I noticed that. I'm like, that might be something. So you're seeing these kinks in a line. If these kinks out any harder, those could be showing signs of rotation. Those could get warned. So we're just gonna have to kind of watch this QLCS as it moves through Chicago and rises this warm front. Why my frontal system's not showing up, bro? Come on. Show my frontal systems. Please. You haven't updated that yet. Come back to this. I don't think this thing doesn't look like it's on the ground anymore. But I'm gonna be watching this, see if this was actually a tornado on the ground. Yeah, I'm noticing this kink still in the line. This is... Oh, this hasn't updated. Well, what's updated and what's not? Ah. That's behind. New severe warning for this cluster down here. Take a look at that. Yeah, new severe warning. Tornado possible tagged onto it
New information.
and
This severe
1-inch hail
thunderstorm warning has
and
been
70 mile an hour
updated.
winds associated with it.
A new considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been issued.
So I guess that edge. Yeah, I'm noticing this notch a little bit more, dude. This specifically right in this area right here, unless that's velocity crashing out, unless that's just radar crashing out, because again, it's really close to the radar range, so it's hard to really get a good idea. Gonna have to watch these kinks, dude. I feel like we're gonna get another tornado warning real soon out of this line. And I think it might happen right here. Just over Andres. Now to kind of watch that. I don't know what this is. I think that's just radar struggling, but whatever. Just keep watch on this. Yeah, I don't think this thing's definitely not on the ground anymore. It's nowhere near as organized. I think that thing just I think that thing's definitely roped out now. Again, there was not much of a CC drop there on the again correlation coefficient. That's what the CC means. Not high res velocity. I want high res activity. And there may be something in here still.
New information. This tornado warning has been updated.
I want to get back up here. Yeah, a couple of notches right there. Not really seeing anything for CC drop wise that sticks out to me, but I mean, this thing could likely be on the ground again, but it's hard to really tell. Again, because of how close it is to the radar. Might have been some already before. I'm gonna have to check soon then. I want to see how these keep organizing down further south. Yeah, these are starting to organize pretty well. Starting to go up pretty well. Looks like they're starting to organize a little bit more. This one might try to get something going if it doesn't keep smashing into the line. Partially talking to myself, guys, right now, but at the same time, just trying to figure everything out. Got more stuff back here to see how that develops. I've seen some new photos. That thing, I believe, was on the ground. At least it was some. At least there was a tornado on the ground. Not sure how old that was. Give me a second. I'm trying to see if there was anything. The radar scan came to them. Checking to see if there's anything new here. Not really saying anything new.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been
I'm
issued.
looking at a post Ryan Scholl saying that this thing was. Wait, hold up. Hold up. That's 2 hours ago. My bad. 2 hours ago, 20 hours shot, it was confirmed. He saw nothing on that. That's. Yeah. Need to be watching timestamps. Come on, laptop, work with me. Thank you. Alright, so again, we got a couple tornado warnings and a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. All these things are pretty darn strong. A lot of them are tagged with 70-mile-an-hour winds and about 1-inch hail, which is what, quarter size? Yeah, quarter size. Some of these have a tornado possible tagged, as these things might be trying to rotate. Gonna have to keep monitoring this. So I'm watching mass velocity streams. We got a new severe warning, which I'm gonna take a look at real quickly. 60-mile-an-hour winds. And some hail near Colfax, Anchor, Cropsey. I'm watching mass velocity stream. Someone on someone's live stream. Again, can't show it, but there was definitely a lowering on this storm. This thing might be trying to do something again. Let's go back to this, because this gives you a better idea. I don't know how well that's going to show, but yeah, nothing yet, but there's something trying to go on this cliff to... who is this? Koi... Gherkin? However you say the last name. Wow, that structure is amazing, dude.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. New information. This severe considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Oh, let me close that. I'm not seeing too much on this. Maybe... couple, I can't tell. There's a couple on there. I'm gonna have to wait for a new better scan. Let's go to just straight up high res. There might be some... Velocity. I'm not noticing any real noticeable couplet right now on this. Wow, that's a gnarly hair core. That is gnarly, dude. Dang, and I'm also not on the right radio site. Goofy. Yep. Notch right here. It's a little noticeable velocity. Noticing notch right down here. There's a lot of just little notches in here. On hills, little notch right here, notch right here, notch right here. Velocity notch is showing right here. Don't know if that's actually a notch though.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
We're gonna have to just kind of see if any of these notches really get going a bit more, but there's definitely a good handful of notches just showing up on this. I'm wondering if one of these two one of these what 1, 2, 3, 4 notches might get worn sooner. They would have to tighten up a bit more before they get worn, but any one of these could potentially get worn. Nothing really down there. Yeah, maybe. Can't tell for sure. One of my Discord pings. That does a Discord ping. My bad. Alright, well, this tornado warning has officially been cancelled. Expired. Oakland, I know we had something going on. I believe it was Oakland that had something going on. I would have to verify that. Excuse me.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Oh my gosh, Twisted Legacy trailer has been put out.
Thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So guys, oh my gosh. I will be taking a break from doing any tracking, and then we will be watching the Twisted Legacy trailer, which is going to be premiering real soon. So I'm going to end this stream, go to another stream, do that, and kind of just live reaction for that, and then I'm going to come back to this. So with that being said, guys, I am going to end the stream for the moment. I'm going to end this stream, and then and then come back to this later because Twisted Legacy is doing something real quickly. So we'll come back to tracking this real quickly. Oh, real quick, we got severe warning for Terre Haute, 60-mile-an-hour winds, some hail. Hey, straight to Terre Haute. I need to pull up the bit. Yeah. Could get a looks like we might be trying to get notches here. Any one of those could go. So I will be back, guys. Twisted Legacy first, and then coming back to this.